Hey everyone. So as the title of the video says, hold on, let me turn my headphone down. So as the title of the video says, I theorized this for years and now I can talk about this. So what do I mean? So as I got the chance to play KingdomHearts 2 Final Mix in 2012, which was the first time I was able to get my hands on it on the emulator, I theorized this. What would happen if international KH2 Vanilla Sora was able to use one of the Final Mix modifiers? Now keep in mind, this is not the vanilla version of him. I'm going to show that in the next part of this video. This is his Final Mix model right here. And the reason I'm making this video is because I that theory that I had along for years, I think is half true. It came half true, but in a way that I was not expecting. So there's two abilities I'm going to be using, and it's going to be his Final Mix modifier, which is Magnetic Burst and Vicinity Break. Now I'm going to be demonstrating it here in this fight on how they work and how they function and all that stuff. So I'm going to go into an area that has the most crowded, and I'm going to try it with Vicinity Break. So first I'm going to go right here. So see, I'm stunning them, I'm hurting them, I'm damaging them, getting my, see, I'm stunning them, see, I'm just hurting them, nothing wrong there. So this is how it's supposed to function. This is how Vicinity Break, aka Round Break, is supposed to work. I'm stunning them. So now I'm gonna try to use Magnetic Burst. Same thing. Keep in mind now, remember, this is how Magnetic Burst works. It pulls them in. It's supposed to pull in anything that's in his radius, and it damages them.
Back off.
See?
Yeah. Back off.
Oh, almost dropped my combo. I don't know why I forget. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is how Magnetic Burst works. It's supposed to pull them in, and then it throws them out after the splash. I'm gonna do like 2 more combos, and then I'll talk about what I'm gonna do next. Okay.
It's over. It's over.
Alrighty, there we go. Let's get out of this fight, and then so I can actually explain what I'm getting ready to do here. Okay, so what you just saw me do was actually use some of Sora's Final Mix modifiers, which was Vicinity Break and Magnetic Burst, and his Final Mix his Final Mix model. And as you can tell, this is his Final Mix model because the bottom of his shoes are coated in a slightly darker gray color or something like that and stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shift to the next video, because after I do this, I'm going to have to install the patch of the vanilla international PS2 model of Sora, which you will see a major difference in. And I'm going to show you some funny and odd, well, it's not funny, but show you some odd results of what happens when you use these same abilities that's on Final Mix Sora's model in his international KH2 vanilla model. So I will see you after I get done with the patching. See you over there. Alright, here we are with the vanilla patch of international KH2 Sora. So now that I have that all done, I'm gonna go in. Oh, gotta turn my headphone down again. I'm gonna go into the fight and do the exact same thing as before with the same modifiers which I have on, and this is indeed his vanilla model because the bottom of his shoes are much brighter and more silver, as you can see. So now we're gonna go in here and try the same thing, and then we're gonna see what the results are when I use Vicinity Break and Magnetic Burst as international KH2 model vanilla Sora. So let's go. And this is level 1 glide, so it sucks, but yeah, here we go. Let's try it now. Oh my goodness. You see that? I'm getting owned. I'm not doing any damage to them at all. Oh my goodness. And they're not underground either. They're not underground. I can still parry them with the swing, but I am not hurting them at all. I am losing. I am losing. Ouch. Oh my goodness. All right, let's try using magnet burst now.
Yeah.
Remember what I said?
It's over.
See, they're not being pulled in.
It's over.
See, magnet burst is supposed to pull them in.
Back off. Back off.
Now it does still damage them on the finisher, but other than that, it does not pull them in. I don't know. Does it?
It's
I'm
over.
trying to see. Does it damage them on the startup of it?
Yeah.
No, it does not. It only hurts them at the end of the finisher.
Back off.
Okay, I'm gonna do 3 more.
Take this. It's over.
That's
Yeah. Take this. Take
1
this.
more.
This is it. It's over.
Yeah, so I'm not doing anything to them. Vanilla International KH2 Sora is not doing anything with either of those modifiers. So I'm going to explain to you what's happening once I get back in this room. Alright, so you saw in the first section of the video I used Vicinity Break and Magnet Burst on them as Final Mix Sora and his Final Mix model. And it worked. Everything worked. They got pulled in. They got stumped to his Vicinity Break attack. But now when I'm using KH2 International Vanilla Sora, there's a different story. Nothing's working. Now you're probably like, why? Why is that? Well, here's the whole theory thing that I've been theorizing about for years, and it happened in the way that I was not expecting. So for whatever reason, I think that because there was no assets of that in the game, or because if there wasn't assets they can rip off in the vanilla version of the game, it would have been there. But what I think is that it just, this model alone didn't have that. So we already know that, but there's no assets of it in the game in general. Like you could pull up, like, let's say for example, you pull up the Woody stuff from back in, you know how Woody and them were supposed to be original summons in this game. You could pull that up in this game in the code somewhere. I've seen it somewhere, but in, like, if you do vanilla, there would be no assets of any modifiers like that in the game's code in the, you know, international version, even if you tried to look for it. So yeah, so what I think is that this model alone was not built to have that. So the modifiers itself, they work, but for whatever reason, just, you know, Magnet Burst and Vicinity Break in his vanilla model does not work properly. They don't function like they're supposed to. I would assume that it was his the patch that I got from the website, but no, this is a theory that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I've been wanting to make a video on, and I think my theory is half right, because the theory I had a long time ago was that if Sora used dodge roll in his international vanilla model, he would either T-pose, and I only assumed that because there was a video I saw back then, which I will put on the screen somewhere, that if it's still on YouTube, of course, that actually had a patch. This was probably way back before the PC 2.5, 1.5, all this, even before 3, where he had this model. I don't know if this is the same person who did this or not, but they showed a video of it, and he was doing the, you know, the base model of his form, you know, showing the attacks and stuff. But the one thing I wanted him to do was dodge roll, and I never got to see it, and I guess I finally got the chance. So dodge roll does work in International KH2 Sora. So yeah, this is what he should have had all along. Does it work properly? Yes, it does work properly. I fought Larkscene with dodge roll, and it has proper iframe. This is level 2 dodge roll. It works really well in any other fight. So yeah, those are the only two things I've encountered with this for his international base model, is that he cannot use Vicinity Break properly, and he cannot use Magnet Burst. It doesn't pull in enemies like it should, whereas his Final Mix counterpart, it does. So that's what I was theorizing about, and it looks like I can finally close this chapter on this whole base Sora, international Sora not being able to do things. I knew it. I freaking knew it. I wanted to see this all along, and I'm so happy that it happened. The only reason it happened this way is because I was fighting in the Caverns of Remembrance, and I was wondering why all of a sudden I was not pulling in enemies, and then I realized, oh wait, I just downloaded a vanilla version of Sora, and he never had this ability in the game. I said, this can't be, it can't be what I was thinking about all along, and sure enough it was, but not in the way I expected. It was literally those abilities, not dodge roll. So yeah, that was fun. So I can finally close the coffin on this little chapter that I wanted to do. I also want to see, which I guess I'll probably put at the end of the video, and see will magnet burst, will Vicinity Break be able to parry, you know, get rid of Sephiroth's, you know, his orbs that he summons around Sora. If I can get a good clip of that and see will it work. If it doesn't work, I'll put it at the end of the video, but if it does work, then you know it doesn't show up at the end of the video. So hopefully I covered everything I wanted to know or say about this model. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anything I wanted to say, because there was a lot. So yeah, this is his international model. You can see how he looks. Bottom shoes, silver. And there was another funny thing I also used to think. I used to also think that the bottom of Sora's shoes, like in Final Mix, you know, he has like flash step. I used to think this. I used to think like, oh, the bottom of his shoes are black, so he can like, he has like this flash step ability, and the bottom of his shoes sparks up, and I assume all the sparks were like causing the shoes to be like a dark color, you know, type of thing. I don't know. That's what I thought, but I'm kind of glad I thought that way, because it turned out to be something useful that I wanted to see. So yeah, that's about it. So if you enjoyed this, you know, feel free to like it, comment, share it with someone. Yeah, so that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a blessed day. Bye.